Hi my angels and welcome back to my channel. Please excuse my voice. I'm still feeling and sounding a little bit bunged up, but I wanted to recreate the makeup look that I wore in my last favourites video because I had so many requests to recreate this look, so if you'd like to see how I got this makeup look then please keep watching. So my under eyes have been feeling kind of dry recently, so I'm first popping some eye cream on. I'm using the Origins GinZing eye cream and then going straight into priming my skin, and I'm using the primer water by Smashbox, which I've been really loving recently. And then on to the Illamasqua cream pigment in Emerge, and I'm just kind of colour correcting my under eyes to get rid of any kind of darkness and any bags basically. I'm doing things in a bit of a different order today, so I'm doing my skin first. I'm using the YSL Infusion Ink foundation in the shade BD40, and I mixed a little bit of the L'Oreal Infallible matte foundation in the shade Honey, and I really have been loving mixing these two foundations together recently because it makes my skin look matte but glowy at the same time, but it still helps my skin look like my skin, and I absolutely love that and I'm all down for that. So first I went in with my foundation brush and I totally forgot where I put my beauty blender, and I'm just going over the top to blend that really well into my skin. And this also helps pick up any kind of excess product that you have as well, so it looks even more natural. Then I went straight onto my brows and I used the Soap & Glory Brow Archery double-ended pencil and spoolie, and I also used the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade. And I have kind of changed my eyebrow routine and kind of like the ways that I do my brows now, so if you would like more of an in-depth tutorial on how I do them, then please do let me know by giving this video a thumbs up or leaving me a comment in the comment section. Also not forgetting my Brow Drama by Maybelline, so I'm just basically popping a little bit of that onto my brows so that they're all nice and in place and don't budge all day. Then straight onto the eyes, I'm using my Too Faced Shadow Insurance in Lemon Drop, which I absolutely love, as a base for my eyes so that the eyeshadow doesn't budge and the colours are popping as well. And then grabbing my Mercier Loumanizer and adding that as an eyebrow highlight, and I absolutely love this product. It's probably in almost every single video of mine, but it is just too darn amazing. Then taking this Sephora Baked Powder, it's quite a few shades darker than my skin, but I love using it as a bronzer because it's super matte, and I'm just popping that on to my crease as a gorgeous warm transition colour. And once I've done that, I'm then grabbing this Laura Mercier Caviar stick in the shade Plum, and I'm drawing like a weird baby kind of triangle shape just on the outer corner of my eye like this, and then simply blending all the product away, so just diffusing all of the edges out and giving it a good blend with a pencil brush. And I like using my fingers for this as well because this product is just super blendable and super soft and super creamy, so you don't have to use a brush, but I kind of like using a brush and my fingers as well. So I'm just doing the exact same thing onto the other eye, and I'm making sure that the edges or the outer edges are kind of dragged up slightly just so that everything looks really nice and blended in together, and at the end making sure that both eyes are looking even as possible. Then using the Mercier Loumanizer again, I'm just applying this onto the middle and inner corners of my eyes. So this eyeshadow look has literally just taken 3 shadows and it's created this. So you can always mix and match the purpley plum colour to any kind of colour that you want, but I personally love this combination. And I'm also making sure that this product is going onto my inner tear duct as well to give that a bit of a highlighted look, and just applying a little bit more of that caviar stick on the outer corners to make that colour a little bit more intensified. And as always, going back in with the transition shade just to make sure that everything is nice and blended and there are no harsh lines or anything like that, and it just looks nice and seamless. Then onto my favourite part of this look, it is the eyeliner. So I'm using the Skinny Thin Felt Eyeliner by The Body Shop, and I love this eyeliner because it has such a fine point to it. You can literally make your eyeliner look as thin as possible, but what I do love about it is that you can make it thick as well in baby steps because you don't want to be messing that eyeliner up. So what I'm doing first is aligning both of my eyes until I'm happy with the thickness and the shape of them. So basically just making a really nice, even, smooth eyeliner line. And then I like to make the ends a little bit thicker, but then once I'm done with that and my eyes are looking as even as possible, I go ahead and start doing the flick. So I try and kind of just follow the shape that I've already made with the eyeshadow and just thicken that up, and then kind of make the outer third of the eyeliner thick as well. So dragging the product from the inner part of the eyeliner to the outer, and then the outer to the inner, until I'm happy with the thickness. So I'm doing the same thing here. I'm drawing on the flick where I want it and then dragging that in to the existing eyeliner and then dragging it out, just to make sure that everything is nice and even looking and as smooth and seamless and beautiful as possible. So once I'm done with that, I am going to be tightlining my eyes, and I'm using none other than the Perversion eyeliner by Urban Decay, because this stuff is really amazing as well. But this also helps make your eyelashes and your kind of top liner thicker and fuller. So I'm just applying this again onto my lower lash line, but only 2/3 of the way in. Then going in with my mascara. This is my favourite mascara combination. So first I like to use the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, and then I like to layer on a little bit of the Miss Manga PUNKY, because this just gives it that extra pizzazz. And then just to top everything off, I go back in with the Lash Sensational Mascara, just to help all my eyelashes look kind of more spread out and all of that jazz. And then going in with this Stroke of Light Bare Minerals concealer, which I have been obsessed over the past few weeks, and just popping that onto my under eyes and pretty much the general areas that I like highlighting. You guys must know the drill by now. So I'm just going and doing that, and I love the wand of this. It is so super soft. It's just beautiful. So once that's been done, I blend that all away with my damp beauty blender. This is obviously something that I do in every single video, so I'm just speeding all of this up. And then time to do a little bit of cream contouring, and I'm using this amazing contour cream by Topshop, and it's in the shade Sweep. So I'm just applying this on with my Real Techniques. I think this is the contour brush. It's from their new Bold Metals collection. But I'm applying this onto the areas which I generally like to contour and add depth to. And then I just went and blended everything away with that same brush. And I really like this shade of contour because it's cool but it's warm at the same time, so you don't have to put bronzer on top or anything like that, but you know me guys, I go in with some contour powder. So I'm using a mixture of the crushed walnut and Bahama Mama powder and just applying that on top of the areas where I cream contoured. And I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt brush. So many people ask me what brush I use, and it is in fact the Charlotte Tilbury Sculpt brush. And then just to add a bit more warmth, I'm adding that same Sephora pressed powder, which I like to use as a bronzer, on the same areas again, just to kind of warm it up a little bit more. And I absolutely love this as a bronzer. I don't know why I don't use it enough. And then taking this Houndstooth Blush by theBalm Cosmetics, I'm putting that on to the apples of my cheeks. And this, I think, is a dupe to my NARS Dolce Vita blusher, because they are super similar, and yeah, they're just as amazing as each other. And then taking some more of that Mary Loumanizer and popping it onto the high points of my cheeks, and then the usual highlighting places. Now to buff everything into my skin, I'm using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in, I think this is Medium Plus, and I'm just buffing that into my skin just to make sure that all of the work that I have done on my skin is nicely blended and there's no like kind of harsh lines between any contours or any blushes or anything like that. And I totally forgot to set my under eyes, so I'm doing that now with my Kick-Ass powder and just popping that on to my under eyes just to kind of highlight that area and of course obviously set my concealer. Then taking my Best Damn Lip Mask by Nicole Guerrero and popping that all over my lips, and I absolutely love this stuff because not only does it keep my lips super hydrated, it also adds a hint of pink. And then obviously sharpening my Soar Lip Liner because I use it way too much. I'm lining my lips as well, and this just gives the whole kind of lip look a bit of a kind of contoured look and feel to it. It basically helps them look a lot more juicier and plumper, and it gives it that kind of 3D effect to them. Then taking that same Mercier Caviar pencil eyeshadow thingy-majiggy, I'm using that on the same pencil brush and just applying it to the outer third of my lower lash line. Basically the area that we applied the eyeliner. And then taking that same Merry Loumanizer and I'm adding it on to the inner part of my lower lash line, just to make sure that the whole look is nice and highlighted in the inner part of my eye. And then I almost forgot this step, but it's my lower lash line mascara, and I'm just popping some of that Maybelline mascara onto them, and I've only done like one mascara on my lower lashes. I haven't like layered on 3 different layers of different mascaras. And that, you guys, is the final look. I really hope you guys enjoyed this makeup look. It's so perfect to wear for prom or parties or a night out, and I really hope you liked it because so many of you are requesting it from my last favourites video. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed it, and I guess I will see you all in my next video. Bye!